You can create service items manually from within a service order or automatically when shipping sold inventory items. Now in this lesson, we are going to focus on the manual process. To create a new service item manually, you need to click New and then fill in the most important data. So you will need to get a new number for the service item automatically or enter it manually. You need to add a description of the service item. You might want to link it with an inventory item. You might as well want to link it with a service item group. You can add service level agreement information like response time, hours and warranty. And finally, do not forget to specify the customer, which is the owner of the service item, unless it's an own service item of your company. Now let's try this in the application itself. So we go to New. So first we go to service items, of course. Then we click on New. We tap or we click in the description field, and by doing so you see that you get automatically a new number for your service item. So this is the result of the auto service item numbering which we have specified in the setup. Then we need to fill in something in the description. In this case I'm going to name it this dishwasher. If I want, I can link it to an inventory item. So if there would be a dishwasher in here which we might have sold to a specific customer, then you can link it to that inventory item. You can also link it to a service item group if you want by clicking on the assist added here. Now let's have a look. What you can see is that at this moment there is no value for status. So status is still blank, and as you can see we can say this is an own service item which belongs to our company for which we are doing the administration here, or it might be installed for a customer and then you're really going to perform service on it. So typically you're going to perform service on service items which are belonging to a specific customer. So if you go to the customer fast tab, you can here assign it, this service item, to an existing customer. So for instance, let me take Sportsmeyer, and what you see happening now is that the status has automatically been changed to installed. Now, the same thing here you can also see for service level agreements. So you see that there is, for instance, no data filled in for warranty. So there is no starting date for the parts and there is no starting date here for the labor. What I can do is fill this in automatically, or if I scroll down a little bit, I can go to the detail fast tab and I can also fill in here a sales date, for instance. So I can fill in today, and if I scroll up again, what you see here is that now my warranty starting date has been filled in for parts and my warranty starting date has been filled in for labor. What you can see is that the next warranty ending date has been filled in both for parts and labor, and this is exactly 1 year later. So the warranty starting date is coming from the sales date which we have specified on the details fast tab, and then the system is going to calculate automatically the end date as well based on the settings that we did in the general service management setup. Remember that in the service management setup we specified that warranty takes 1 year, and the result here is that 1 year later we have the ending date for the warranty. We also have seen that for a service level agreement that there is a response time hours which has been filled in automatically. We did not fill this one in manually. Again, this value is coming from the general service management setup. We have discussed that earlier on in previous lessons. So this is taken over from that setup. You can also change that if you want. So you can say, well, it's not 24, which is the default, but for this one, it's specific 12 hours. So within 12 hours, we need to respond to a service order or to a service request. You can also say, well, this is not 1 year, it's only 6 months, or it is 2 years. Then you can override that, of course, manually. The warranty percentage here is 100%, and this value is also coming from the service management setup. As you can see, when we scroll a little bit more down below, you can also add a preferred resource. So here you can link the service item with some of the skilled resources from your company. Now, if you add one here, the planner will notice that later on the planning board when service for this service item needs to be planned. So it's an instruction to the planner that a preferred resource for this service item exists. Now, you can also specify that the service item is located on a specific customer location, and you can do that by adding a specific ship to code. So by clicking on the assist added, you will see that sometimes alternative shipping addresses are available. In this case, it's not, but if there are, then you can select them here. And you can also specify specific vendor information if you want to follow up on specific vendor details that are relevant to service, for instance, or to keep track of for historical or price reasons or for spare parts or whatsoever. You can add here the vendor and the vendor item number, for instance, for this service item.